Have you ever heard the story of how Slack, the workplace communication software, came to be? It's quite fascinating. You see, Slack was never meant to exist. The company behind it initially set out to create the next popular video game. They raised millions of dollars to fund the game's development, but unfortunately, it failed to attract enough users and the project was shut down. Now here's where things get interesting. While the company didn't achieve their initial goal of creating a successful video game, they didn't give up. They had been paying attention to the process of creating the game, and they realized that the chat system they developed to accompany it had great potential. So they shifted their focus and decided to invest more time in developing the chat system. And that's how Slack was born. By embracing the process and being open to redefining their desired outcome, this company created one of the fastest-growing startups in history. This story highlights the difference between an outcome-driven mindset and a process-driven mindset. An outcome-driven person is solely focused on the end result. For example, when trying to lose weight, they only measure success by the number on the scale. But a process-driven person pays more attention to the journey. They focus on enjoying healthy foods and putting in their best effort for each exercise. So why should you focus on the process rather than the outcome? Well, there are a few reasons. First, when you prioritize the process, you have a broader perspective of success and failure. It's not just about achieving a specific goal, but also about the lessons learned along the way. Even if you didn't meet your weight loss goal, you can still appreciate the improvements in your mental health and overall well-being. Second, focusing on the process allows you to work toward your goals in a healthier and more sustainable way. You don't have to sacrifice your well-being or ethics just to achieve an outcome. For example, consulting a HEA, LTH care professional or nutritionist and creating a sustainable gym schedule can lead to better long-term results. Lastly, focusing on the process leads to deeper understanding and richer experiences. When you take the time to reflect on your actions and evaluate their effectiveness, you can make better decisions and find innovative solutions. It's not just about the end result, but about the journey you take to get there. So the next time you're working towards a goal, remember to enjoy the process. Stay present and be open to adapting and redefining your desired outcome. Who knows, you might just stumble upon something even better than you initially hoped for. If you found this video valuable, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. By doing so, you'll never miss out on the latest insights and strategies for achieving success. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. I have a special illustration from this video waiting for you in your inbox as a token of my appreciation. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome week. Have you ever wondered why successful people have specific morning habits? It's not because they're odd or have OCD, but rather because these habits help them reduce friction in their lives and focus on what they do best. Time is a valuable resource, and there's never enough of it. Developing morning habits can simplify our lives and save us time. So let's dive into shaping our own ideal morning habits. First, ask yourself, what would your ideal morning look like? What causes you anxiety and makes you lose focus? Is there anything draining your energy in the morning? Identify morning activities that can be repeated easily without having to make decisions. And finally, what is that one single change that can impact your morning habit? About a year ago, I came across a YouTube video from Jim Quick where he shared his morning habits for success, focus, and productivity. He emphasized that the first 60 minutes of your day can set you up for maximum productivity and bring you closer to your goals. Just like athletes take care of their bodies, we need to take care of our brains to become who we aspire to be. With that in mind, I started to change my morning habits, bit by bit. Morning habits are different for everyone, and mine usually take about 120 minutes. Yes, that's 2 hours, but knowing exactly how the first 120 minutes of my day looks like empowers me. It helps me feel in control, reduces anxiety, and increases my productivity throughout the day. Here are my top 5 morning habits. To jumpstart my brain towards success. 1. Remember your dreams when you're asleep. Your mind is still working on finding solutions and generating ideas. But most of us don't remember our dreams or make the effort to recall them. Interpreting dreams can bring guidance to achieve what may seem impossible at first. 2. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. This habit may sound fun and challenging. The idea is to use your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth. It may be harder to be precise with your movements, but this stimulates your brain and supports the growth of neural connections. 3. Hydrate right away. Your brain is made up of 73% water. So staying hydrated is critical for optimal brain activity. Start your day with a glass or two of water to kickstart the hydration process and improve brain function and mood. Point 4. Get active. Exercise affects the brain in various ways, from preserving the nerve network to promoting the production of growth factors that help with higher-level thinking tasks. Living an active lifestyle with regular physical activity keeps your brain young and active. Point 5. Eat a brain-boosting breakfast. A healthy breakfast can jumpstart your brain and enhance productivity and focus throughout the morning. Incorporate these 5 brain foods in your meal: blueberries, walnuts, avocados, egg yolks, and green tea. These foods provide antioxidants, essential fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals that support brain health and function. Remember, you can be creative in how you combine these brain foods. Don't skip breakfast, even if you're short on time. By nourishing your brain in the morning, you'll enhance your creativity and problem-solving ability. So, take charge of your mornings and develop habits that support your brain for success. Your brain will thank you, and you'll set yourself up for a productive and fulfilling day. Remember, if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. The link can be found in the description. And now, I have a question for you. What morning habit are you going to implement in your life? Leave your answer in the comments below. Most people don't recognize the name of explorer Bjarne Herjolfsson. In 986, sailing from Norway to Greenland, storms blew him so far off course that when they finally let up, he and his crew had no idea where they were. When the weather cleared, they were relieved to find land. But instead of the familiar mountains and glaciers of Greenland, it was forests. His crew begged him to land and explore this new area. But anxious to reach his intended destination, Bjarne turned the boat around and headed back out to sea, making it to Greenland a week later. Years later, he recounted his story to a friend who decided to buy Bjarne's ship and use it to retrace his route. His friend was Leif Erikson, and that strange land Bjarne saw was Canada. Today, Leif Erikson goes down in history as the first European to set foot on the American continent. Because Bjarne's curiosity didn't get the better of him, it is in our nature to explore, to reach out into the unknown. The only true failure would be not to explore at all, wrote polar explorer Ernest Shackleton in his chronicle of the adventure that nearly cost him his life. Curiosity is often overlooked as a critical skill. It's labeled as the antithesis of productivity and the plague of wandering minds. In fact, many of our early stories on curiosity are warnings against its evils. Icarus is punished for flying too close to the sun. Pandora releases evil into the world. And Adam and Eve are cast out of Eden because they can't keep their NDS off an apple. Curiosity challenges authority. It isn't content to merely do as it's told, or to accept the idea that there are many questions we have yet to answer. The curious are not willing to accept the message of conformity and blind obedience that bureaucracies preach, and they're unwilling to comply with a world that demands we always have an opinion and sees changing your mind as a weakness. So it's easy to see how curiosity becomes distraction, a frivolity that pulls us from the focus needed to turn out our daily tasks. Yet, as Bjarne and countless others have found out, curiosity and a willingness to embrace the unknown are what inspire true accomplishments. It's the difference between choosing safety and venturing out into the unknown. The importance of curiosity in driving accomplishments and spurring on the creative process resonates with anyone who's struggled to develop work that doesn't align with their interests. What gets projects done for me is not inspiration. I have no idea what inspiration really is. I know that I get really curious about things, and when that gets mixed with rigor, a project gets completed. And that's basically it. It's that simple. When curiosity and rigor get together, something happens. And when one of these things isn't there, nothing happens, or the project doesn't really reach people. We often believe that when the time comes to seize that crucial opportunity, we'll recognize it. Yet, most opportunities don't present themselves as great opportunities. Otherwise, someone else would have already taken them. It's through our own curiosity that we find these new developments. As Isaac Asimov put it, the most exciting phrase to hear in science, the one that heralds new discoveries, is not eureka, but that's funny yet. Curiosity, that willingness to explore into the unknown, is a developed practice like any other. It's cultivated in the choices and behaviors that we reinforce every day. And as Annie Dillard wisely reminds us, how we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. How did you follow your curiosity today? Where did you choose to explore? Take these opportunities, because while they may not all take us to some undiscovered continent, a life spent pursuing your curiosities is bound to be a good life. So stay curious, keep exploring, Or as Steve Jobs closed one of the greatest commencement speeches of all time, stay hungry, stay foolish. In today's video, we're going to discuss a simple question that you've probably answered hundreds of times before. But here's the kicker: most people actually get the answer wrong. So let me ask you, what do you do if you're like most people? Your standard reply is probably a factual description of your current job. But the truth is, the right answer is what you want to do. And the best way to pick up this habit is by taking a trip to Los Angeles. Why Los Angeles, you ask? Well, let me tell you. When you hop into a cab and ask your driver what he does, he might surprise you with his answer. I am a screenwriter, he could say, currently working on a thrilling screenplay about two school children who stumble upon a plot to blow up the Hoover Dam. And it doesn't stop there. When you go out to dinner, ask your waitress the same question. Chances are she'll respond with something like, I am an actress, or perhaps even I am an aspiring director. Even 44-year-old ad agency executives identify themselves as producers, not just their current job titles. Now, some may argue that Los Angeles is La La Land, and there is nothing to be learned from people who are dreaming big and spinning their wheels. But I disagree. You see, you are probably much closer to your goals than those aspiring Hollywood actors. The main thing standing in your way is your willingness to say what you want. Think about it. On LinkedIn, where over 300 million people have posted profiles summarizing their professional careers, most individuals still focus on what they have done, rather than what they want to do. I am not telling you to lie or stretch the truth. What I am encouraging you to do is to be bold enough to share what you truly want. Your resume can speak for what you've done in the past. But when it comes to your future aspirations, your willingness to communicate them can make all the difference. Let me give you an example. In my days in the training business, an executive once approached one of my colleagues and asked if we had a 2-day training program customized for his industry. Without hesitation, my colleague replied, "Yes, we do." And over the weekend, he poured his initiative, imagination, and effort into creating such a program. As a result, he not only secured a new client, but he also demonstrated the power of stating what you want. Now, let's shift gears and talk about something more personal. In my own household, we're currently having a running battle. My 22-year-old son is set to move to Los Angeles to pursue his dream of becoming a TV writer. My wife, who is the practical one in our relationship, wants him to tell everyone, "I'll take any job in TV." But I, on the other hand, want him to boldly state, again and again and again, "I want to write for TV." You see, I believe that giving up on your dreams at a young age is unnecessary. The happiest and most successful people in life often have a clear sense of what they want to do next or how they wish to grow. They are able to communicate where they are headed, instead of dwelling on where they've been in the past few years. If you had the chance to meet Elon Musk, I bet he wouldn't talk much about PayPal. Instead, he would probably tell you about his plans to make spaceflight routine. You see, when you confidently say what you want, you give others the opportunity to help you make your dreams come true. On the flip side, when you're too embarrassed or cautious to say what you want, you essentially make it impossible for others to assist you. So my friend, I encourage you to be bold, be brave, and be honest. Whenever humanly possible, say what you want, not just what you do. Now, I want to challenge you. After watching this video, take a moment to think about what you want, reflect on your aspirations and goals, and once you have a clear image in your mind, start communicating it to others. Remember, the power of manifestation lies within your ability to boldly state what you want. And when you do, you open up a world of possibilities and opportunities. So what actions are you going to take from this video? How will you implement the concept of stating what you want in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable and it resonated with you, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. You can find the link to do so in the video description. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be fearless in stating what you want and let the world help you turn your dreams into reality.